What is up? We are back with our RTI 10.4 Vetterli not carbine, not even Carcano. I almost said Carcano. So let's get into it. If I can figure out where I put my screwdrivers. Get those. Alright, this one, we're gonna see how far we can get. They do one of these split screws. I don't have one that's that big, so we'll see how far we get. But as we always do, let's start at the back. This one actually kind of looks nice. There's a decent amount of bluing left on it underneath all this gunk. I think, I was thinking about it sitting there, and I think what I'm gonna do, see, I need to figure out something else, because you guys have all this viewing potential. Maybe something like that. There we go. I work straight up. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get a new stock, a new swing swivel, because this stock is toast. Like, if you guys saw the overview, and I'm sure as you'll see in this video, this thing is just beyond fucked. But hey, I just saw they have 10.4 carbines coming in, so maybe I gotta pick one of those up too. Gotta complete the Vetterli Carcano family. Just kidding, I'll never find one of the single shot versions for a price I'm willing to pay. There'll always be those things where it's like, people will be like, oh, that's so much money for that. I'm like, well, there's not a lot of them out there. And, I think they're reasonably priced for what they are, but I just don't want to spend that much money on a gun I'm never going to shoot. Because I don't really, shoot that much black powder. I'm not that big of a fan of deep cleaning my guns, and if you fucking miss a single spot, they just rust to shit. Not my favorite thing to do, especially with older stuff like this. I would feel terrible if I ruined a piece of history because of my negligence, So I stay out of black powder. I know where my limits are. I'm good with corrosive ammo, and that's about it. Because I feel like corrosive ammo, all you gotta do, right? You gotta toss it in hot water. I have an ultrasonic. It diffuses all the salts, and the hot water just steams right off the rifle, so no rust. Whereas black powder, you actually need to get like the fouling out and stuff. Oh, I was actually worried about this screw. That came out super easy. So, yeah. That's my rant about black powder over. Ooh, look at that! Wow, it's just... Yeah, it looks like this fucking stock was wet at one point. Because it's all, like, falling apart like wet wood. And I like to put them back where I found them, because... Yeah, this one's up top. Sometimes, something like this, you get confused with one of these barrel band screws, or swing swivel. Jesus, I don't know why I keep doing that. And you put it in the wrong spot, thread it in wrong, and be like, what the fuck, why isn't this going? And then you spend a half hour trying to figure that out when you had the wrong screw the whole time. Let us take the bolt out. Let's see. I don't know if she's just gonna push through. I might grab this. Pardon my reach, young man. Grab a brass punch. I want to hit it with the steel. Let's see, you're gonna be... Oh. Huh. Safety works. That's good. That's funny. Yup, she's stuck in there pretty good. Which, to be expected. I am going to just tap it gently with the metal punch. So, sorry. I still getting used to having you guys over my shoulder. You see if I can... It's like a fucking bouncy board. What I'm doing is I am taking this punch and pushing this pin right here. You can already see it sticking up. Not this, the actual pin itself. Because this collar is supposed to be further back to lock it in place, kind of, but it's not. We'll see why. So I'm gonna punch this pin all the way out, or all the way up. I actually don't know if they're supposed to come out. I think it just goes up to a certain extent, and that'll unlock the bolt. This is also the fun part of just doing this by mouth feel, you know? There we go. There we go. So, our bolt, I think it did something silly. Let's take this apart. Just unscrewing the cap. Take a look at it. There's our nice long firing pin. Not terrible. I mean, I've definitely seen worse. Like that fucking Gross carbine or rifle. That was pretty bad. All right. Is this one staked in place? No, it's not. Nice. So that is our bolt completely disassembled. I've been forgetting to do that part in these videos, so I'm glad I finally did it for once. That's staying for now. Flip her over. You got this screw, and then this is the split screw that I'm worried about. We'll see how this one comes out, and maybe I can finagle it somehow. Because I would like to clean this plate up, very much so. Alright. Calm down. One of the most complicated triggers we've had so far. It's just funny to think. Alright. What can we do here? I'm wondering if I should get like some needle noses and grind them down, or if I can just stick this in here and push up. Because it's loose. Yeah, it's loose enough to wear. So I'll just nice and slowly, a little bit at a time. I had like a piece of rope in there holding it on. I will have to actually, when I put this back together, I will have to get the actual tool for it. Because obviously I'm not going to tighten up a freshly cleaned rifle with a quarter of a screwdriver turn every time. But it's so loose that I can just unspin it by hand. Oh, sorry. If you're still watching it, I appreciate you. You know, I appreciate you sticking around and watching this far. Oh. There we go. There she is. Dirt and glory and all. So here comes this plate. Nice. Not bad. No cracks under there, that's nice. So that'll come out when we take the rifle apart. So now we're going to this barrel band right here. I just want to loosen it up a little bit. So actually, she might be all the way loose already, pretty much. Haha, our first one. Might be. There we go. Okay. Dude, sometimes, I'm telling you, when you get the free like that, you get a splinter of wood from where the cleaning rod usually sits. That's the worst ones. Especially with all this fucking goat piss on this wood. Alright, going down to there. Down like that. How are you guys seeing? Good. You guys are seeing good. So this one's tightened up all the way. So this one I will loosen. Working left-handed here. This one. Come on. I'm like watching this stock is just, as soon as I take it out of the metal, I think it's gonna split in half. I'm really just watching it on that side, just like wiggle up and down as I move this rifle around. And then this is just a, no, this is a screw. Okay. So then we have a screw right here. These ones can tend to be a bitch, but we'll see. If only these rifles could talk. They have great stories. Probably terrible stories. Of war and such, you know. I don't think these were treated well in Africa, and I think they'd be a little bit sour about that. Oh my god, there's like nothing to grab onto here. Maybe something a little bit thicker. Yeah, it's too thick, I can't even get in there. Alright. Quarter turns, people, quarter turns. Unless... I think we're just gonna... still get our bands off. Now let's flip this out of the wood. Yeah, this thing's all types of fucked up. We suck. Push this magazine out. Nice. Take this out. Everything. This is a split head screw threads. Come on. There it is. There you go. That's out. I don't know, man. This, I hate getting rid of good material, but it's like, I mean, on both sides, just snap right here, basically, all the way up. And I'm worried that if you shoot it, it's gonna snap off, because you have about this much before the crack hits the stock and breaks it off. So I don't know what we're gonna do. I'll put this aside for now, just because this stock also looks really ready. I haven't got this piece coming up. I'll clean it up, see what I can do with it, obviously. Like I said, I hate running out of anything that can be saved. Let's look at the old metal bits, though. I know the stock's fucked. I already know that. Oh. Well, yeah, good thing we didn't shoot this, I guess. Look at that. Jesus Christ, guys. I know it's a C grade, but still. Sheesh. Hey, our receivers out, guys. Easy gluing. Right up, ultrasound cleaning. So I was wondering what this is, just because I got hit and I bent that place. So I'm taking all this off. Wow. First time I've had that happen. That is crazy. Wow, actually a good barrel, too. I don't know if you guys will be able to see on there. No, not really. It's actually a good bore. That's incredibly sad, too. That is like actually one of the better barrels I've ever seen. Holy shit. 1889. So this is right towards the end of so this is a purpose built for a mag gun, right? I believe so. I'll look into that. This is right around the end of its life. This was made, which is probably why it has such a good bore and never got updated. Because I believe they started with the older ones first that were single shots, converted those to the 6.5s. And they left the newer ones as the 4-shot 10s. Wow. Well, I will leave this part. Like I said, I don't do black powder. I don't think I'm going to make 410 after these. So we'll just screw that back on. And I have like label tags, and I'll just put one of those on saying, hey, loose barrel. I'm sure there's data out there about like pressures and shit. Like, how much you need for it, basically. So maybe I'll just look at that in grab a torch from work. Do it that way. These are your magazine interrupters, so you don't double feed. So Mr. Vitali, a very interesting fellow. He has some good ideas. That's crazy stuff. But yeah, he had some good ideas. I think they only did the best they could with what they had during the wars. Not a very industrial nation, so. Carcano is one of my favorite designs. I think I love the moniker, packet loading. And 6.5 is easy, so my friend tries to shoot 6 for no reason. So I think they should be as much as Carcanos, because like, who the fuck is shooting them that often? There's no surplus out there, really. So I don't know why. I mean, I know why, because certain people advertise them, and certain people just buy them to have a little more rifles. Let's see. What can I do about this? I do have 4956 that I love to take out. I play a lot of Rising Storm Vietnam, and whenever I play the NBA, I would love to use the I think they just have a straight 49 in that game. Or see the 49 44. And I would just love playing with the grenade launching ability and lobbing fucking obviously the Morgans running around just flying. So I got 56 because that's the cheapest one. And yeah, it's a very fun rifle. You're gonna do like that. That's fine. So I don't think I'm taking the sight off just because it's so thin. It's not worth the hassle of stripping the screw on there. Well, we'll clean up the threads on this. That's nice. Clean up the chamber really easy. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.